You are funny. You are charming. People like you. You're really good at doing monologues. Plus, you were student body president of your high school from 10th to 12th grade. It's true. I was. It's not your fault that you're taking a 5th year of college. It's perfectly normal not to graduate in 4 years. In fact, a new study finds that over 60% of people take 5 years or more to graduate college. It's just one of those new norms. You're really good at getting the mail on time. You get the mail every day at 3:03 p.m. sharp. Fuck. It's 3:13. Let's do this. You're funny, and you're charming, and people like you. Also, you're really good at monologues, and you were student body president of your high school from 10th to 12th grade. It's true. I was. And now you're doing that pretentious thing that they do in student films. They create some kind of loop because they think it's funny, because it's meta. It's not funny. It sucks. And they're going to be laughing at you, not with you. Good luck at your show.
Thank you. And everyone, welcome to Real Talk! My name is Curran Seth, and when I say everyone, I mean it. Whether you're a member of Delta Kappa Alpha, or a parent of one of those members, or hell, even a Facebook friend of one of those parents of one of those members. The show is for everyone. Aunts too. I love aunts. Uncles? Let's not kid ourselves. We know uncles are too busy celebrating the results of the election. Regardless, this is a momentous occasion. This isn't just a desk. This isn't just a chair. This is a community.
There are legions of people that you will never see. Why? Because I,
Curran Seth, am the star of the show. And if they try anything, I have the power to fire them. And I will. Looking at you, Sawyer. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have sketches. We're going to have music. We're going to have guests. We're going to have interviews with those guests. I mean, you know, I love asking questions. I'm a curious guy. Sometimes I wonder things. Things like, why didn't I get that part? Or, why didn't I get a callback for that part? Or sometimes even, is there a specific reason I didn't get that part? But this is real talk. I gave myself this part, and I get to ask all the questions I want. We're gonna be talking about the industry. We're gonna be talking about media. No show before has ever done that. It's true. It's true. This is gonna be like the C-SPAN of TV shows. On all the time, in the background, peak viewership of 4 households per hour, and a bunch of people that you've never seen before and will probably never see again. But I can tease some of the guests that you have seen. I can do that, yeah? Right?
yes, I can.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We have the one, the only.
Tom Hanks, telling us to stop emailing him.
Bruh.
Not bad. We also have a cease and desist from James Corden. We had to get a notary public in order to settle that case.
Yeah.
This is a real deal, okay? We're in deep, and we're excited, folks. We're excited to get started, and get started we will. Our first guest is a wonderful, talented, hardworking woman. She's not only a woman who inspires me to succeed in this industry.
She's also the woman who tucks me into bed at night.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest, the wonderful Julia Nielsen. Welcome, Julia Nielsen.
Hello.
Hi, Julia. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
For those viewers who don't know, Julia is a recent graduate of UCSB and now works as an executive assistant at Sony Pictures in the corporate communications department. Julia, again, thank you for being here. And I want to know, how did you find yourself drawn to this field of entertainment?
Were you always interested in movies and the business of making them, or did it originate in some other way?
Yeah, well, I feel like ever since I was little, I was always very much of a ham. I loved showing off, and I did theater for all my life, and I also did gymnastics, which is like a very performative sport. But it wasn't until I joined DK that I really got into movies and movie making. And I loved all the creativity of it. But I feel like as I got older, I was kind of more attracted to communication, which is what I studied here at UCSB, and business and leadership. And so I kind of gravitated towards some of the more corporate stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, you found yourself directly out of college in a very relevant job to the industry and one that's like highly demanding. Do you have any advice for students like myself who are nearing the end of their college career and are looking for how they can best prepare themselves to be the best fit in that environment?
Yeah, I mean, there are so many amazing resources to take advantage of in Santa Barbara. Like the Santa Barbara International Film Festival is, I like to call it the most wonderful time of the year. It's so amazing.
It really is a great event. Yeah.
So amazing. It's coming up in February. And you get so much great exposure to filmmakers and people in the industry. And I interned for them last winter. And so that's just such a great resource to take advantage of. I also worked at the Ritz-Carlton, which is just 10 minutes down the road. And that taught me so many skills. So many great transferable skills like communication and leadership and those sorts of things. And obviously DKA, just finding a group that has the same goals as you and that can support you and you really get that community aspect from, I think is so important. I feel like when I finished with all, the jobs and the internships and stuff and it came down to applying, I found the best thing for me to do was to just kind of cut out the middleman of applying and just waiting. And I just started connecting with people that were in the industry, people that weren't hiring. They were just people actively working in the field and had interesting jobs, and just learning about them, talking to them, and just getting a more well-rounded view of the industry and what they contributed to it. And I feel like that not only helped me move forward in my pursuit of getting a job, but it just helped me learn so much. And I met such valuable friends and connections, and I really recommend that.
No, that is great advice. I do appreciate that, because I feel like a lot of the misconception that it boils down to is people think, oh, I have to go through this system of applying and the regular like online portal and this and that, but really it's about human connection and putting yourself out there and finding the right people that you connect with and connect with you, and in that way you can find yourself where you feel like you belong and in a working environment that's right for you.
Yeah, because I always felt frustrated sending in my resume or cover letters like, oh, this is what I did, because I'm like, there's so much more, and I feel like I have so much more to give, and I can only bring that across if I'm actually talking to someone. So that was really valuable for me, especially.
Yeah, and along the lines of advice, I feel like it's common for students studying film to have like a romance about the industry, and maybe there's a misconception about that, and if you could provide some clarity on that, and likewise, like the parts of the romance that you still get to maintain, your favorite parts of working where you do.
Yeah, well, short answer, the romance isn't dead, at least for me. I think working in the industry and really understanding how everything works really just gives it like so much more soul for me.
Really?
Just knowing that these are just people who are passionate about something and they're making it happen. And it's cool to, be in the same room as like important decision makers and see how they come to that decision and see how they understand their successes and failures and how they build upon successes or come back from failures. And I think I just feel so lucky that I get to be in the same room as some of them and hear it from the source and be in on the conversation.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Obviously, lots of students who plan to work in the industry are considering living in Los Angeles. And as somebody who just made the move yourself recently, what advice do you have for those soon-to-be graduates who are ready to make the jump to LA?
Oh my gosh, it's so expensive. But it's great.
Really?
I really love it. I'm actually out of state. I'm from Northern Virginia. So I have no family from LA or even California.
Right.
So I was just going into it blind and I was terrified. But I live in Culver City, which I love. It's a very walkable city. I can walk to work, I can walk to get groceries, etc. So I feel very lucky. I think just finding what's right for you, because LA is so big, which I also didn't know moving there. So if you like the more fast-paced life, there's a spot for that. If you like to be more slow by the water, there's a place for that. If you like to be in between, Culver City. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It really does seem like it has something for everybody.
Yeah, and it's great when your passions are in the entertainment industry because it's so natural for all of your friends. Like a lot of my friends from UCSB and DK kind of just shifted over to LA after graduation, so it just feels like home already, which is really nice.
And since you're back here, and we're so happy to have you, I mean, I just want to know, as a recent grad, like, what are some of those memories from UCSB? It's only been so long, but from this time that stick with you, that sit with you now that you've moved to a professional environment and out of this IV kind of area.
Yeah, well, I feel like the community that I made at UCSB through DKA and just through making films with other students has really, really stuck with me in DK. I'm going to talk about DK because that was just such a big part of my college experience.
Yeah.
The support that I gained from my peers was just so invaluable, and it's something that helped me feel so confident to, like I said, reach out to those people to talk to during my interview process, to really feel like I have something to offer. And it was amazing that this group of people made me feel that way and stood by me as I tried new things. And yeah, so I feel like that feeling really sticks with me, and there's always a special place in my heart for those
I
people.
mean, I'm sure they're very, very proud of you. It's a great position that you found yourself in, and UCSB, I know it's a wonderful place that will always stay with you, but there's nothing wrong with moving on and moving up. So congratulations, Julia. Thank you again for being here with us.
Thank you.
Can I have a ride home? Anyway, before that, we have our musical accompaniment, the band Monkfish. Take it away, guys.
In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, you call me up and ask me would I like to go with you and see a movie. First I say no, I got some plans for the night, but then I stop and say alright. Love is kinda crazy with this spooky little boy like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you are thinking. And if a girl looks at you, it's for sure your little eye will be winking. I get confused, I never know where I stand, but then you smile and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with this spooky little boy like you. Spooky, yeah. Decide someday to stop this little game that you are playing, I'm like a ghost. You've been a haunting my dreams, but now I know you're not what you seem. Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little boy like you. Spooky, yeah. Oh, ooh, spooky.
Big night tonight, huh?
Yeah, big night. First episode.
Our first episode, yeah. You seem nervous. Don't. You're the perfect host.
Thank you.
Where's my lollipop?
I don't think we have any.
Oh, because you told me you'd bring one for me when I got here.
But we drove here together, so.
How am I supposed to be a good guest when I'm not being hosted? I don't...
No, it's cool. I'll get some right now.
Okay, because I already took my probiotic, but I don't even have any prebiotics, so... This is a disaster. How am I supposed to go on stage like this? It's over, Curran.
Nope.
Yes,
No, it's not.
it is.
No, it's not. The episode just started. And also, we like each other, so you told me that. I'll find it right now.
This is my last straw,
I
Curran.
don't have any more straws! Alex. Hey. Alex.
Oh, hey, I was looking for you. Shot in 5.
Yeah, okay, where's the lollipop?
We didn't get that, remember? We had to spend that on the luxury tall chair.
Okay, well, Julia can't go on stage without it, so.
She's in luck. I got the pink Lady Apple kombucha.
No.
What do you mean?
No. That's a probiotic.
Yeah.
She already took her fucking probiotic. She needs prebiotic, Alex. Fuck, man! Where are the PAs?
We sent them to get the luxury tall couch. You still want it?
No, I don't want it!
Welcome to our weekly news segment, Current Events. Current because of current Seth. That's why it's current events, because I'm Curran. Now, for this segment, I deliver you this news as it breaks. I'm reading it myself. I'm keeping it real, raw, authentic. The election. It happened. And I just want to say, if anybody has a lighter, mine's out of fluid, so that'd be great. I just want to spark up a little bit. In news closer to home, UC Santa Barbara Chancellor Henry Yang will be stepping down at the end of this academic year. Although he did a consistently masterful job of using ChatGPT to write his speeches, he will ultimately take more time with his loved ones, retired, to carry on the family tradition of hit and runs. We at Real Talk are so excited to see what your next target is, Henry. Big things coming. Unfortunately, back to politics. Donald Trump, our president-elect, has been making a generational run on selecting cabinet appointees. Let's list them off. Attorney General Matt Gaetz, seen here, finding a sale on child-size dog cages. We have dark MAGA boss baby, Elon Musk, who will be leading the Department of Government Efficiency alongside Vivek Ramaswamy, who, based on his name, I can only assume is some sort of IT guy. Nikki Haley, just keep being you, okay? You're doing great. Maybe smile a little more, costs nothing. And rounding it off, we're projecting Henry Yang to be the new Secretary of Traffic Safety. I told you, big things coming. Speaking of big things coming, I watched the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight last night and really enjoyed it. Did you know Mike Tyson is in talks of also joining Trump's cabinet? I just want to make America great again. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you. They're going to need more than a wall to keep Iron Mike out of the country. And finally, A real current event. I, Curran, have been staying up and ruminating. At night recently, often past 9 even. I think about a lot about love, life, loss. What is it like to feel love in this world? I think as I stare out my bedroom window, I think about all the people in my life who have love. Is it warm? Does it make you happy? What is happiness? I had a dog once when I was a kid. Sparky, him. He was the fastest dog in the park. He ran so fast. He ran and he ran, right into the front of Henry Yang's Ford Explorer.
I just do not feel like I am doing this right at all.
You're not committing, Wells. Have you seen professional tennis?
No.
You know how they grunt?
No.
Okay, well they do. And it's a physical manifestation of their effort. Right? I want you to try that. I want you to give it your all, put it all into the ball, into a grunt. All right, let's try it.
Okay.
All right. That was weak. I don't even know what to call that. Let's try something else. Pretend like you're angry, okay? Put some fury into it. You channel it in like you're trying to hurt that fucker. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm angry.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Is that like...
No. That's... Okay, let's try something else. You're tired. You're at the end of the point, the end of the match. You only have that reserve of energy left, okay? Put that into your shot. Do you understand what that means? Put that into your shot. Okay, that last reserve of energy. Okay.
Oh my god, please, I'm so close!
No! What? Look, you need to actually, it needs to be real. You need to commit. Whatever you're working through, just bring it up and put it into the shot. Okay? Okay. One more ball. You got it?
Hey, I got it.
Oh my god, yes! Oh, it hurts so good when you put it right there. It's so... Oh, Daddy.
Wells, don't call me Daddy.
What do you want me to call you then?
Call me Coach. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to the very first episode of the reboot of Real Talk. We're so grateful for you giving us some of your time to give us a watch, and I would especially like to thank our special guest, Julia Nielsen, and our musical guest, Monkfish, for taking time out of their schedule to be here with us today. And more than that, I would like to thank our loyal audience, who's been here with us, sticking it through since day one, today. It really does mean the world to me and to all of us that we have an audience to entertain. Otherwise, who would this hosting be for? And on that note, I have something for all of you from your host, Curran. You can add me on LinkedIn if you want. It's a social media for business connections. To you, our lovely viewers, I did it myself. It says, thank you for watching. Actually, could I get the crew, everybody up here? I want some pictures for the gram. Okay, you can just take as many as you want. Okay, everybody, squeeze in. And cheese. Okay, cool. And then one silly one, right? Yeah, silly one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and now one more final one, freeze frame, like jumping in the air. Okay, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Thank you again for watching. This has been Real Talk.